Hello, right back to the bottom of these beasts, and today we're back with Sousaku Kanojo no Ren'ai Koushiki. Gonna keep it short today. Only had like 5 hours of sleep. Happens. Anyways, I want to live as a creator in the future. That's why I don't want to study anything else but the things that help me as a creator. That's a dream that students can't have. Because your duty as a student is to study.
というわけで、今日は期末テストのためにみんなで勉強会を開きたいと思います。
What the fuck are you wearing, Shion? Ooh.
パチパチパチ。
どうして私がテスト勉強だなんて。
It's a Saturday before exam week. Both of us meet in my room to study.
どちらかというと、シオンのために開かれているようなものなんだけどね。
まあ、中間テストがあの成績だとね。赤点は回避しているのだから良いではないですか。
The problem is that you're just barely passing. Exams get hard as the year goes on. Being so close to failing at the beginning of the year is just going to be a bigger problem down the road.
そういうあなた方はどうなんですか？私にそこまでの言葉を投げる余裕があるということなんでしょ？
はい。じゃあ、としきから順に平均点を言っておこうか。
Mine's 75.
私は88点。
そして僕が92点だ。シオンは？ほら、シオンは
32点。
Holy shit, what a disaster. Being an elegant girl from a prestigious family, I really thought she would be academically gifted, but I guess that's not the case.
物書きに一般教養なんていりませんわ。因数分解や二次方程式なんて将来絶対使いませんもの。あなた方は一体どんな理由で勉学に励むというのですか？それを聞いて納得できるものがあれば私も勉強する。私は自分の知らないことを覚えていくのが楽しいからかな。
僕の場合は将来の選択肢を多く持っておきたいからかな。家から放逐されて一人で暮らしていかなくちゃいけなくなった時、学歴は武器になり得るからね。
I think studying exists to develop diligence in children. If you think about it, there's not a lot of people who like to study. I don't like it myself. But we have to study. There's societal pressure to do so, which creates an obligation to study.
だからその苦痛なことをして、将来自分に降りかかるであろう理不尽さに耐えられるだけの忍耐力をつけさせるためだと？
Yeah, that's why I'm working hard enough to at least get an average score in the subjects I'm not fond of.
なんていうか、トシ君らしい答えだね。
その答えは嫌いじゃないよ。確かに大人になったら社会の理不尽さに嫌でも直面するだろうしね。
なんというか、納得はできましたわ。
Are you motivated now?
やる気は出ませんわ。でも、勉強する理由は見つかりましたから。
I'll try to help Shion with our favorite subjects as we start studying the exam material. Shion keeps saying that she doesn't like studying, but it seems like she's taking it seriously. Maybe she doesn't do it enough. Maybe she just doesn't do it enough.
もうダメですわ。数字と記号の羅列が頭の中を自由自在に飛び回っていますわ。
Shion leans back on the desk. Her typical elegant posture disappears as she's focused on entirely on resting.
お疲れ様。頑張ったね、シオン。これからテスト本番まで勉強すれば、きっと前回よりはいい点数を取れるんじゃないかな。未来の自分にエールを送りますわ。
We're pretty tired.
ここまで勉強に集中したのはいつ以来なんだろうね。
You never studied like this before.
集中するのは執筆の時だけで十分ですもの。
Might be a little late to say this, but why are you wearing a kimono? When I initially saw her, I was shocked and wanted to ask about it, but since I said Yuma didn't react, I couldn't find an opportunity to ask.
指導家の女は使用で外出するときは着物だと家訓で決められているからですわ。
Huh? Really?
うん。家の決まりなんだ。何やら昔から 指導家の女性は使用の際に着物以外を着ていくと良くないことが起きるらしくてね。
それを防ぐためにもこうして決まりを守っているのですわ。
I see.
なんですか、じろじろ見てきて。
Just thought that kimono looks good on you. That's all.
おお、
おいおい、兄の前で妹を口説かないでくれよ。
That's not what.
そうです。どうして私が鏡俊樹に口説かれなきゃいけないのですか。あと誰が兄ですか。私が姉です。
そういえば期末テストが終わったら夏休みだけど、みんなの予定は？
僕とシオンは家族で毎年海外旅行に行くんだ。今年はドイツだっけ？
ええ、その予定だとお父様から聞いていますわ。
You bougie siblings.
私は特に予定ないかな。小説の件もあるし、家に引きこもって執筆してるかも。
I don't have any plans either. Be careful not to waste my days away.
トシ君は彼女さんと予定があるんじゃないの？
はい。
へえ。
Hey, I said.
別に誰と付き合っているかまでは言わないから。彼女がいるってことは話しちゃダメって聞いてないしね。
And why are you smiling like that?
いつの間に。そういえば一月前から気持ち悪い笑みを浮かべていたことが多くありましたものね。
あれってそういうことだったのか。てっきり好きな二次元キャラでも見つかって夢中になっていたのかと。
You're wrong. She's a real girl, a 3D one. The issue now is that it's a relationship built strictly on mutual self-interest, and she doesn't like me one bit. And my feelings for her are complicated. Right now, I'm not cheering for Kitty Natsukimi like I did before. Unless to her radio, nor do I read her interviews like I used to. But I can't hate her, or rather, it's like.
一体どんな方なんですの？月見坂さんに似た容姿の方ですか？
僕の予想だと同じクラスの誰かだろうね。きっとトシキの隠れファンがいたんじゃないかな。
More than anything, the fact that neither of them actually mentioned Tsukimisaka makes me understand the distance between her and me. Maybe she never did explain it properly. Why did Tsukimisaka choose me specifically to be a boyfriend? Can't tell you I'm dating. I'll just tell you it's someone from our
アイ
youth.
サさんは知っているのですか？
偶然ね。でも相手の子から秘密にしてほしいって頼まれたから教えられないかな。
どうやら込み入った事情があるみたいだね。
Tell me about it. It's a very complicated situation. If the public finds out, it'll definitely be a scandal.
そうか。でもよかったのかい？
But
いや、君が気にしないのならいいんだ。
ともかくテストが終わったら夏休みだから、みんな頑張っていこう。
そうですわ。
and results of the exams arrive. Why does this soundtrack have like Hoshiori Mimira energy? Like Kiniro Haruka energy? Either one really. You and I have scores similar to their midterms. I scored a little above average. And Shion, she still scored below average. She seemingly did better than in the midterms. Seemingly because she was embarrassed and didn't want to show us her exams. So summer vacation begins. Is it so hot actually? It feels like
Config
all
画面よ。
of a sudden. So summer vacation begins. I was thinking of using my summer vacation to watch all the anime I haven't seen, play the games I haven't played, but so much homework. Though I don't have much homework from the normal subjects, the homework from the novelist's department is way more than I thought. So I have to use every morning of my summer vacation to complete all of my homework. It's just a plot, but I've already written 10 of them. Imogen told me that if I couldn't write the story, it's enough for me that I can write the plot. And for that reason, she told me I should write twice as much as everyone else. Damn it, I'm getting myself confused here. It was supposed to be a realistic story, not a science fiction one. Still, I can't say I'm suffering. Because at the very least, I can think of stories and make little synopsises for them. Compared to what I could do before, I've made a lot of progress. Let's save a little bit of strength for when I can really write again. Don't want to lose to you, more Shion, let alone Isa. I hope I can surpass colorless one day. I had 3 days worth of homework. Yeah, because I've been focused on my homework until the evening, my brain's completely fried. Since I already had dinner, I feel like I'm getting more and more sleepy by the second. Washing the dishes, I start thinking of the owner of this house. I'm gone for 2 days. I wonder if Gina May's doing alright. She had to travel to a remote region for work. Apparently she found a very rare book that she's been looking for forever. She told me on the phone that she had to rush there to get it. In addition to owning her own bookstore, Tina collects rare books. I really don't understand their value, but she apparently adores these kinds of books. I love them so much she wouldn't have a bookstore. Right at that moment, oh, it begins pouring like crazy and thunder starts to rumble. The rain is so deafening that it starts to resonate inside the house. Not any lightning strikes. However, my gut feeling was right. Huh? As soon as I return from my room after washing the dishes, I hear the roaring thunder and the power goes out. Great, power outage. I turn on my phone flashlight and head down to the first floor. I'm thinking, I wonder how Yumemi is doing. Look out the window to check on the neighborhood and notice all the lights are off. Shouldn't be any different for the warehouse.
コーヒー画面ね。
Shut the fuck up. Pouring out there, can't just leave it like this. Grab an umbrella and prepare myself to head out. Whoa! Figure runs in the moment I open the door. Figure embraces me and doesn't let go. Look at her and realize that she's trembling, shrouded in fear. Are you okay, Yumemi?
辛いのが怖い。
Let's head in. Drag Yumemi into the living room and make her sit on the couch. Try to dry her hair with a towel, but she's still shaking and seems to be scared of something.
怖い。怖い。怖い。やだ。やだやだやだ。誰か助けて。
Don't worry, it's fine. I sit right next to her and gently stroke her head. Continue until she calms down a bit more. After a bit, she stops shaking. Seems to have settled down. So you don't like the dark? Mimi purses her lips after hearing my question. Is it from frustration, sadness, or fear? Or perhaps a mixture of all of them.
昔、体育倉庫に閉じ込められて、朝まで出られなかった。
Oh, interesting story. You happen to know names of anyone involved in causing that incident, perhaps? I sure would love to get to know them. You know, just a friendly little talk. Nothing too big. Nothing out of the ordinary, you know? Just a little bit of a talk. I still prefer the gold one over the black one, just because this one feels fucking funny as shit also, again. No. Come on, at least make it look a little bit authentic. What's that?
こんな話はいいから、何か楽しい話をしてよ。
You say that so suddenly,
変な学園に通ってるんでしょ。なら、その学園での話を聞かせてよ。
It's cool. Okay, fine. I tell her about Sousaku Academy, where all kinds of people meet to learn how to be creators. I tell her about my slump and how I chose this place to get out of my slump. And then I tell her how I found my first love and childhood friend. Tell her I ended up there, how I ended that first love. Also tell her I'm dating a person I was in love with, but now it's complicated because I don't understand women's hearts. Talk about everything and anything that's on my mind.
なんか人生満喫しててムカつく。
That's the first thing out of your mouth after I poured my heart out to you?
っていうか、 鏡さんに彼女がいるってことがまず信じられない。
Well, there's a bunch of reasons for it, or rather there's a story behind it.
そうだよね。鏡さんみたいなキモオタに可愛い彼女が理由もなしにいるわけないもんね。
Hey, there are things you should say and some you should... Right when I'm about to start a lecture on life, the power comes back. Looks like it's back on.
みたいだね。よかった。って、なんでくっついてるのさ。
Remy blushes and quickly moves away from me. Suddenly tried to tell her that she was the one sticking herself to
明
me.
るくなったんだからすぐ離れればいいのに。なんだ。でも、ありがとう。
Well, if something like that happens again, you can count on me.
もうないから。じゃあね。
As he's about to walk out the door and return to the warehouse, I call out to her. Jinmi won't be back until the day after tomorrow, so prepare the food. Why don't you eat with me for now? I think I can cook something decent.
考えておく。
Her expression seems to say if I want to as she returns to her warehouse.
ごめんなさいね。わざわざ呼び出して。
Someone call fucking joke because this one's put the mask back on. Oh, something happened?
あったと言えばいいのか。気づいたと言うべきか。
What?
自分の気持ちにと言えば伝わるかしら。
Stop bullshitting. Tsukimizaka approaches me. The distance is close enough for a kiss if she just brings her lips a little closer. Tsukimizaka.
本当の私は嫌い？
I don't hate you. I'm just confused.
そう。それならこれから好きになってもらわないといけないわね。
Wait.
かわいい。
She smiles mysteriously. Tsukimizaka gently brings her lips closer to mine and...
起き
Ah! Wake up while something soft smacks me. Take a look around and notice I'm in my room. The sun is just rising. That was a dream.
夢か。じゃなくてさ。
Huh? Why are you here, Yumimi?
昨日自分で言ったこと、もう忘れたの？
That you can count on me if something else happens?
違う。その次。
As Shinami isn't here, I'll prepare the Ah, right.
そういうこと。ご飯作って。
Alright, give me a few minutes. After that, I head down to the living room, go straight to the kitchen and prepare breakfast. I say prepare, but I whip up a simple meal. It's a straightforward breakfast of scrambled eggs, sausage, rice, and miso soup. As soon as I enrolled in Seika Academy, my mom told me you can't let Shinami do everything for you and taught me how to cook a little. Hence, I can do simple things like this. Alright, I think that's it. Put food on the plate and place it in front of Yumimi, who's on her phone.
意外と作れるじゃん。
Well, can't say I'll ever be as good as Shinami.
そこまでは期待してないから。
Hey. She sits down in the chair in front of me.
いただきます。
Thank you for the food. Start having breakfast as I try the miso soup I made. Yeah, the nausea feels nice and has a good flavor.
他人の家の味みたい。
Well, it's my home style of cooking.
あと、全体的に味がお姉ちゃんと比べて微妙。
If you compare it to Shinami's, of course it does.
まあ、でも、食べられなくはない。
She takes a bite of the breakfast I prepared. Looks like I passed today's exam. Gotta think of it, Shinami usually brings you a breakfast to your room. Why eat here today?
そんな気分だっただけ。
Maybe you're still afraid of being alone after last night's blackout.
違うもん。本当に気分の問題だ。
She blushes and tries to deny it, but I'm sure I hit the nail on the head. She has a cute parts too.
何ニヤニヤしてるのさ。
Don't worry about it. Sometimes you just get in the mood to smile, you know.
わかればよろしい。
We talk about the currently airing anime while eating our breakfast. On another note, Yumimi, did you drop out of school completely?
一応席だけは置いてあるよ。夏休みの課題も出てるし。
So that's how you're doing it. Even if you only graduate on paper, you can continue your education.
そういうこと。とはいえ、進学するかどうかはわかんないけどさ、イラストレーターとしての仕事もあるし、同人活動も忙しいし、ソシャゲやアニメを追うのも大変だし。
The last bit has nothing to do with academics. You don't feel lonely? Seems like you're always doing everything by yourself.
別に。ネットで仲のいい友達もいるし、その子は私と同じイラストレーターなんだ。私と違ってすごい社交的なんだけど、なぜか馬が合うんだよね。
Have you ever met her?
ないよ。私引きこもりだし。
If we get along so well, maybe you two can meet up for at
そ
some
れは
point.
ちょっと怖いかな。現実で会うってなると、いろいろと失望させちゃうと思うし。
That's impossible, and you act totally different when you're interacting with her. Like it's certain voice actress I know.
機会があったらね。その子も受験と仕事と同人で忙しいらしいし。
Entrance exams. Maybe she's the same age as you, right?
らしいよ。それもあって仲が良くなったかな。
If she's the same age as you, maybe that means she's a year younger than me. Face of a certain girl comes to mind. She told me she was studying really hard for her entrance exams as well. Send her a line message later to cheer her on.
それでエンラブの方はどうなの？
A week after our summer vacation began, Tsukimisaku calls me. I have a lot of ideas in mind, but they still don't feel like the right interpretation.
そうよね。私も空いている時間で考えてみたけれど、明かりではないと感じてしまうのよ。
By the way, are you sure there's a good place for a secret meeting? Place for meeting at the Sayorite, the tea house owned by Isa's parents.
綾瀬さんには私たちの関係はバレているし、この付近だと落ち着いて話せる場所はここぐらいでしょ。味もなかなか好みで良い感じだし。
Tsukimisaku plays the zenzai she ordered in her mouth.
美味しい。
She smiles earnestly. This side of her is so
性
cute.
格は可愛くないって言いたいの？
That should be in mind.
あんたがだらしない表情になっていたからよ。どうせ私の顔に見とれていたんでしょうけど。
He's noticed.
私に見とれるのは仕方ないわね。美少女だし。
You really gonna compliment yourself?
だって事実でしょ。世の中の顔のいい女っていうのはそんなことないですって言いながら、そりゃそうでしょって心の中で思ってるわよ。
Stop telling me those things. Let me dream it a lot more at least.
よかったわね。今のうちに現実を知れて。
I feel like we're gonna end up traumatized. Anyway, let's go back to end love. First of all, let's determine whether Akari had feelings for Shuichi or not. It's the most debatable and controversial point among fans. One side thinks that Akari rejected Shuichi and left him there because she had no feelings for him. The other side thinks Akari had feelings for him, but she felt comfortable with the relationship they had and didn't want to change it.
私が読んだ感想で言うのなら、あかりは秀一に恋愛感情を抱いていたと思うわ。そうでなければ告白を断るとき、あんな悲しそうな表情はしない。作中でも嫉妬に似た感情を出していたしね。
Right, there were several scenes of Shuichi and other heroines getting along, which made Akari moody. In the final scene where she rejects his confession, she does it with a smile on her face and tears in her eyes. It's clear Akari had feelings for Shuichi, and Tsukimisaku chalks it up to Akari's feelings being romantic. But throughout the series, Akari never told Shuichi she liked them. If their feelings were mutual, wouldn't it be logical for Akari to accept his confession? That's right, if they had feelings for each other, they should have just dated. Nonetheless, Akari turned him down. In other words, the feelings she had for Shuichi weren't romantic, it was something else entirely.
そうだとしても、あかりは。
No, Shuichi's actions show that. We continue to argue, but we can't reach consensus, so we carry on with our conversation for a while without reaching an answer. Let's take a break here.
そうね。だいぶ頭を使ったし、甘いものでも食べたいわ。すみません。再度注文いいですか？お待たせしました。ご注文は何でしょうか？
Isa.
綾瀬さん？はい、綾瀬愛沙ですけど。
Alfred, what are you doing?
ああ、これ お店の給仕服だよ。お母さんが私に着せたいってことで特注したんだ。
I get that, but why are you serving
お
customers?
母さんが席を外してるから私が代理でやってるの。
I see. But if you saw us, you could at least say hi to us.
そう思っていたけど、二人が真剣に話し合ってたみたいだから声をかけづらかったんだよ。
There's a point we were focusing on our conversation so much, I didn't even notice Isa running around with us, with an outfit so
注
striking.
文はどうする？
私はぜんざいと日本茶を。
Me
受
too.
けたまわりました。しばらくお待ちください。
Isa turns around and heads to the kitchen. Halfway there, she stops and turns to look at us.
何かしら？
She looks carefully at Tsukimizaka.
月見坂さんってトシ君のことが好きなんだよね。
ええ、彼のことを心から大切な人だと思っているわ。
Can she lie so blatantly while making that face? That's why you can see her acting ability in play. She's performing the role of a girl in love to a T from her expression to her voice. And that's the reason my heart is pounding a little harder, even when I know it's a lie.
そっか。ならいいんだ。
Muttering that, Isa heads back to the kitchen. I would guess that she still has doubts about our relationship, but if she sees us together long enough, she'll have to believe us. Still, this relationship is already destined to end. Little did I know, this belief of mine was going to break a couple of days later. I know what you are. I'm tired. I have to go to school a few days here and there during summer vacation. I'm mentally exhausted, which is probably due to not having class in so long. Even though I'm constantly doing homework, going to class makes me feel a little bit more stressed.
お疲れ様。お昼ご飯食べに行く？今日は私お弁当なんだ。
I also brought lunch. Won't you eat somewhere different today?
別にいいけど、いい場所があるの？
How about we have lunch on the terrace? The place is pretty much empty all the time. Thinking about it, the face of a certain someone comes to mind. Wonder if Kisaki is also reading over there today. That would be a problem, considering
Okay.
Isa is
行
involved.
ったことない場所だから
has no
ちょっと楽しみ
resistance.
かも。
It's saying this, but she only knew our not being here means we can go there. Let's always buy food at the cafeteria. I asked them why they didn't bring lunch. They told me their lunch was come in fancy boxes with expensive ingredients and they never want to bring them. I expect nothing less from a rich family. Goes to her in the middle of a trip, so they're not with us today. I said I head towards the elevator.
あら。
あ。
二人ともこれから昼食なのかしら？
Yep. We both brought lunches, so we're gonna eat on the terrace today.
そうなの。学食ばかりだと飽きるでしょうし、気分を変えるのも悪くはないんじゃないかしら。
Is you have your lunch too, Tsukimizaka? Going anywhere?
ええ、クラスメートと学食で食べようと。私は用事があったから先に行ってもらってたの。
I see. Well, we shouldn't bother you any further then.
気にしなくていいのに。
It's a smile, but it's a worrying one. A little bit older, true feelings are becoming more transparent to me. But since I'm with Isa, I hope we can leave before she
ねえ
realizes.
月見坂さん、
何かしら？
一緒にご飯食べない？
Isa Tsukimizaka just told us that her classmates were.
私、機会があったら月見坂さんと話したいなって思ってたんだ。幼馴染の恋人さんだし、どういう人かっていうのを詳しく知りたかったから、どうかな？
Isa smiled, but I can feel the pressure coming from her. What's this atmosphere? Just get me out of here.
わかったわ。私も一度綾瀬さんとは話してみたいと思っていたし、ちょうどいい機会かも。友人にはライムで伝えておくわ。
そう思ってくれてたんだ。嬉しいな。
Damn it, anything but this! This man is gonna fucking develop a phobia of women because of these two. So the three of us arrive at the terrace, but... This is so uncomfortable. Isa is having lunch while looking closely at Tsukimizaka. Tsukimizaka smiles and looks at me as if asking what's going on here. Hey, don't ask me! I don't know either!
月見坂さんって、トシ君が他の女の子と仲良くしていたら嫌な気分になるタイプ？ そうね。私も一応彼女だから思うところはあるわ。ただ彼を束縛したいということではないわよ。少し面倒な女かしら。
そんなことない。普通だと思うよ。頭では分かってはいるけど、感情ではやっぱり嫌だなって思うこともあるし。
それで今の質問は何か意図があったの？
もちろん。今の答えで確信に変わったかな。
確信？
月見坂さんが嘘をついているってことが。
どういう意味かしら。
言葉の通りだよ。今、月見坂さんはトシ君が異性の女の子と仲良くしていたら思うところはあると言ったよね。これは多分一般的で女の子として当たり前の答えだと思う。だけど廊下でばったり会った時、月見坂さんは私とトシ君が2人でご飯を食べることに対して何もアクションを起こさなかった。
Alright, fucking Phoenix, right?
私は結構注力して月見坂さんの反応を見ていたんだけど、全く動揺する素振りがなかった。それってトシ君のことを恋人としては見ていないってことなんじゃないかな。
Wait, our relationship.
トシ君はちょっと黙ってて。
Okay. That didn't work at all. Damn, Isa is so serious right now.
それに関しては私は彼を信じているもの。私がとやかく言って鏡くんを束縛してしまっては嫌われてしまう可能性だってあるから。
そうだとしても全くの無反応っていうのはおかしくない？
少しでも反応してしまったら鏡くんが嫉妬しているのかなと。これでも役者ですから自分の気持ちを隠すのはお手の物よ。
確かに。さすが声優さんだね。
どういう意味かしら。
表情、仕草、口調でもっともらしいことを言って納得させられそうになるから。でも私はすでに月見坂さんの素を知っているんだ。前に私の家さゆり亭でトシ君と話してたでしょ。2人とも話に熱中してたから気づかなかったと思うけど、様子を伺っていたら月見坂さんが普段と違った口調で話してたからさ。全部知ってるから私の前では仮面をかぶらなくてもいいよ。でもトシ君とどういう理由で恋人を演じているのかだけは教えてほしいなって。
そこまで聞いてるのなら仕方ないわね。
Are you sure?
ええ、こっちの方が話しやすいし説明の手間が省けるわ。
教えてくれるってこと？
ここまでバレているのなら教えてあげるわよ。
And just as she did with me, she begins to explain everything to Isa. She has selected me, the writer of C and G, to try and understand the character she has to play. After listening to her explanation, Isa still looks confused. She doesn't seem to be completely convinced about the whole thing.
それってトシ君を利用しているだけなんじゃないの？
私はヒロインの解釈を探してほしい。彼はスランプを脱出させてほしい。利害の一致よ。
トシ君の恋愛感情を利用していた。
告白する前は彼が私に恋愛感情があったとは。それに今はもう私に対しての恋愛感情はないと思うわよ。
そうなの？
Well, I'm still thinking about it.
考え中って何？
Let's just leave it at that. I'm still trying to understand my own feelings. For now, Tsukimizaka is still a girl I'm interested
とい
in.
うわけだからあなたが私たちの中に入る余地はないの。それとも鏡くんに何かしら特別な思いを抱いている。
Nah, that's not it. We resolved that issue 3 months back.
何やら綾瀬さんは不満そうだけど。
Why?
それより私はまだ納得できてない。いくら月見坂さんが仕事熱心だからといってよく知らない人を恋人にしてまでもキャラクターの解釈を考えたいなんてリスクが高すぎる。それこそ恋人でもなく純粋に同級生として頼んでもよかったはず。それなのになぜ恋人として付き合おうと提案したのか。
Isa's right. If she had asked me to help her with the interpretation of her character as a classmate, I would have helped her for sure. So why did you take the risk of starting a relationship with me?
私にもいろいろあるのよ。
そんな答えじゃ納得できない。
あなたが納得できなくても私と鏡くんが納得してればいいだけのことでは。部外者は引っ込んでなさいということね。
トシ君、なんでこんな性格悪い人と付き合ってるの？
I'm already in this deep. Besides, as Tsukimizaka mentioned, I also feel there's benefit for me. I know that Tsukimizaka has taken her job very seriously. As a creator, I feel like I want to support her as well.
そうだとしても絶対後で後悔するって。
If that comes to that, I'll have to deal with it. Facing regrets like that is what it means to grow up.
いやいやいや、ちゃんと選ばれた理由ぐらいは聞いた方がいいって。私の予想だと CNG だっけ？トシ君がシナリオライターを務め。
Suddenly I hear the sound of a book falling next to me. Hey there, colonists! Sure is awkward now! I soon just dropped the book with a cover. But the book and the cover fall apart separately, showing us the title of the book. My draining sex life with the bratty succubus. Seeing this cover, I know immediately who it is. I pick up the book and hand it to its owner. Again, Yukisaki.
ちょっと衝撃的なことがあって。
The most shocking thing here should be the contents of the book you're reading, Senpai.
私、トシキに興味がある。
Excuse me?
興味があるって。どういう関係なの？
You're asking me? I just asked her once for advice, that's all.
ほぼそれって他人なのでは？
今週の土曜日、私の家に来てほしい。
No, no, you can't tell me that all of a sudden?
雪崎先輩でしたっけ？一応彼は恋人がいる男性ですけど。
それがどうかしたの？
常識的に考えて恋人に悪いと思わないんですか？
なんで悪いと思うの？
なんなのこの人。
Wow, Tsukimizaka just threw in the towel. I don't know if that's surprising or expected at this point.
どうしても無理と言うなら、この間の相談の借りを返してほしい。
That means I don't even have the option to refuse.
そうなんだ。トシキは優しいね。
Weren't you the one who just blocked my exit?
それなら私も言っていいですか？彼女持ちなのに他の女の子の部屋に行くなんて倫理的におかしいですから。それなら私もその日は予定がないから付き添いたいわね。どういった理由で横からかっさらおうとしたのか聞きたいし。
別に構わない。ただ、トシキと話をする時間は確保させてほしい。
いいですよ。ただし、トシ君を泊まりなんてさせたら私が許しませんから。
Are you my mom? I try to make a joke, but they all ignore me. How depressing. So that's the rundown. You wanna come, Yumemi?
嫌だけど、なんで私？
Well, I don't know what Yukisaki is thinking, and there's so much tension between Aisa and Tsukimizaka, so to pacify things?
私、その3人のことよく知らないんだけど。
Don't worry, they're not bad people.
それだけじゃ何もわかんないけど。
Thus, I get roped into telling Yumemi about the three of them. Of course, I don't mention the fact that Tsukimizaka is Kirina Tsukimi.
綾瀬さんに月見坂さんに雪崎さんね。大体は分かったけどさ、私、行かないよ。
Please help me!
そもそも家から出たくないし、話したこともない人と会うなんて絶対無理。
Well, you haven't met him, but now you know about him.
せめて何回か通話してからじゃないと無理。
Please don't do anything if you help me this time.
そんなに私についてきてほしいの？戦力にすらならないと思うけど。
I want your presence, Yumimi. It would help me buy some time.
私はおとり役かい。まったく。じゃあ、私の指定する高級和菓子を買ってね。
I'll buy him from you. If you go with me, I'll buy anything you want.
ちなみにゆきちさんが1枚飛ぶよ。
No problem.
そこまで言うなら付き合ってあげる。
Thank you, you're my savior. Is that really enough? I thought you'd ask me for something more ridiculous.
そっちの方が良かった？
No, 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 no. Let me buy you whatever luxury switch you desire.
よろしい。お姉ちゃんがいない間、ご飯作ってくれたしね。
Yumimi.
今回だけだから、これで貸し借りはなしってことで。
Thank you very much. By the way, you're going to need a swimsuit.
は？なんで水着？
Yukisaki told us to wear a swimsuit.
一気に行く気が失せた。
Please, I'll give you the money for your swimsuit. Please help me.
水着代も出してくれるならいいかな。
Really?
一度は行くって言ったし。でも、私たちの関係って周りにどう説明するの？
I just say that you're my cousin.
鏡さんさ、今の状況分かってないよね。同じ屋根の下ではないけど、家に住んでますって言ったら、綾瀬さんと月見坂さんはいい思いをしないんじゃない？
What do you mean? Saying it like those two like me or something.
分かってるくせに私を連れてくの？
Unfortunately, none of them feel that way about me. Isa is probably worried, and Tsukimizaka is coming because of her pride?
そうだとしても、血は喧嘩に巻き込まれるのはごめんだからね。だからいとこではなく、妹として紹介して。
What?
妹だったら変な勘繰りもされないと思うし。
But Isa is my childhood friend. She knows that I'm a single child.
じゃあ腹違いの妹として紹介して。
If you're okay with that. My dad's reputation will be tarnished with Isa, but I'll ask you to sacrifice yourself for me, Dad. I'm sorry. I'll apologize when I get home, Dad.
そうなると、呼び方も変えないといけないね。
Are you calling?
妹なんだから、ふさわしい呼び方があるじゃん。
Don't tell me.
そのまさかだよ。お兄ちゃん。
My new little sister smiles ominously. At long last, the day arrives. Amazing. No, it's not the same background, but it still vaguely looks like the Primal Hearts pool. I don't know why. After changing into my swimsuit, I just can't hide my amazement at the beauty of the pool now that I'm finally here. The place Yukisaki invited us to ended up being a luxury condo, surprising us all. Seems like Yukisaki is quite wealthy. That being said, Yukisaki doesn't live alone. She lives with her oldest sister.
Older
sister?
私もこんなマンションとお手伝いさん付きの部屋に住みたいな。
Wow, Yumemi-chan, you changed pretty quickly. The others?
まだ着替えてるんじゃない？私は着替え中に話しかけられるのが嫌だから、初対面の人と何話せばいいかわかんないし、あと怖い。
They're good people, you don't have to be afraid. Hold on. I got it.
そうだといいけど。
So you bought that swimsuit then? It's not very revealing. The design emphasizes your cuteness and fits Yumemi-chan very well. At a glance, this is definitely the perfect swimsuit for Yumemi.
あんまりジロジロ見ないで。変態。
I'll stare some more when you grow up.
はあ？これでも私は十分大人ですけど、レディーなんですけど。
As he scolds me till the girls arrive at the pool.
お待たせ。待たせちゃったかな。
The first one to make an appearance is Isa. The emphasis on the white and pink highlights her femininity without giving a childish impression. Quite the balanced design. And the swimsuit makes her chest stand out much more than I expected, or something like that.
どうかした？
Nothing, just thinking that swimsuit looked great on you, Isa.
ありがとう。あら、鏡くんは綾瀬さんのような水着が好みなのかしら。
I don't know, Tsukimizaka throws barbs in me. The swimsuit is a blue one-piece with floral design, conveying an elegant, serene image. In spite of being a one-piece, it doesn't feel juvenile at all. In fact, it looks mature and refined. The design emphasizes Kiri Natsukimi's purity or something to that effect. If I'd seen her like this before I knew her real self, I would be in tears of joy. Even now, my heart's skipping a little. Well, if you talk about my taste, I would say that I like Tsukimizaka swimsuit the most.
あらそう？それならよかったわ。
トシキの好みはそういう水着なのね。
Well, it conveys a pure image and... What? I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. She's a fucking freak. I don't trust her. She's a fucking freak. I don't trust her. She's a fucking freak. I do not trust her.
お待たせ。
Nah, mine, it's fine. At seeing her in a uniform, I expected this, but,
どうして目をそらすの？
Nah, it's just that, The view is way too titillating for a teenager like me. First of all, she has those massive melons. On top of that, the design of her swimsuit further emphasizes her sensuality. I focus my gaze on Yukisaki's face in order to resist her provocative blank swimsuit, which contrasts her usual appearance.
そんなに私を見つめて何か顔についてる？
Not at all! I'm just trying not to look at your body. And I was just thinking of a very daring swimsuit.
デザインが好みだったから。
Something doesn't seem to care how I see her. Anyway, the four of them are here already.
で、その後ろに隠れている子は一体トシ君とどんな関係？一人増えるとは聞いていたけれど、そんな可愛い子だなんてどうやって捕まえてきたのかしら。気になるわね。
Feeling their intense stares, Yumemi tenses up and grabs me tightly. I knew she was shy, but didn't know it was this bad. Well, let's explain the situation to the others. As goes Yumemi Nagima, one of the daughters of the Nagima family who's taking care of me. And, well, she is also my sister.
妹？
そうなんだ。
え？トシ君って一人っ子だったよね。
Yeah, Yumemi is a half-sister.
それはなかなか衝撃的な関係ね。え、おじさん、そういうことなんだ。
I'm sorry, Dad! Now she thinks you're an unfaithful husband. She's pretty shy, but I hope you can get along with her.
そっか、いろいろ大変だったんだね。私は綾瀬愛さ、トシ君の幼なじみです。最近までずっと離れ離れだったんだけど、再会して今は同じクラスで仲良くしてもらってるんだ。だからゆめみちゃんとも仲良くなれると嬉しいな。
Isa leans over a little to look at her closely and smiles gently at her.
よろしくお願いします。
Seems Isa's words soothe the little shut-in. She peeks out from behind my back and bows slightly.
私は月見坂桐葉。鏡くんとは別クラスだけど、いろいろあって仲良くさせてもらってるの。よろしく、ゆめみさん。
For some reason, Yumemi gets scared and hides behind me again. She must be overwhelmed by the formidable pressure of Tsukimizaka. I totally get you, Yumemi.
鏡くん、何をうなずいているのかしら？
I was just thinking something like this would happen.
は？
雪崎エレナ。なぎまゆめみ。
That's it. This time, Yumemi doesn't seem to be afraid of trading glances with her. Maybe she and the mysterious Yukisaki are on the same wavelength.
早速だけど、トシキに聞きたいことがあるの。
Right, the thing you wanted to talk about earlier. Got it.
私はプールサイドで読書でもしているわ。用があったら話しかけてちょうだい。じゃあゆめみちゃん、私と一緒に遊ぼうよ。
はい。
Each of us has already planned what to do, so we separate for the
トシ
moment.
キはこっち。
Sit next to Yukizaki by the pool, just as she requested. My legs feel cool, with the water up to my knees. Come to think of it, what department are you in, Yukizaki?
ノベル家よ。
Oh, it's the same department as me. What kind of novels do you write?
いろいろ。
Writing, that means she writes what she wants, regardless of the genre. But I'm curious to know the kind of novel this girl writes. When we have the opportunity, let me read one of your works.
そうね。
Doesn't seem too keen on it. She's not confident in her writing. Was she embarrassed about him? Does she even know shame? I mean, she didn't even blush when I caught her reading erotica.
それより、あなたが CNG を制作した 都市っていうのは
Yes, correct. Did you play the game,
え
senpai?
え。とても心に響く物語だったわ。登場人物たちがキラキラと輝いているようで、世界が優しさに包まれているような心地よさがあった。
It's kind of embarrassing to hear you say that. At the same time, it makes my heart hurt a little. Senpai's looking at the past me. Can't even reach that person at this
だ
point.
から、あなたにいろいろ聞きたいことがあるの。
You can ask me anything you want.
じゃあ、まずは、
Yukisaki asked me several questions about CNG. Sometimes she asks very pointed and specific questions, and I have to search deep inside me to answer. Senpai keeps nodding while I explain everything. As she processes the story in her head, more and more questions keep pouring from her. It's as if I'm looking at my past self enjoying the games I've played. Makes me feel a sense of nostalgia that I keep a secret from her.
ありがとう。聞けてよかった。
No, no, glad you like CNG.
そういえばスランプ、解決したの？
I can write short plots now, but I can't read anything else yet.
そう。書けるようになるといいわね。私も、トシキの書いた物語を読んでみたいから。
It's motivating to hear. One day to be able to write scenarios like Colorless.
カラーレスのこと、好きなの？
Yes, well, I like it. He's probably one of the creators I admire the most. It's bad to be like him. It's just that the cause of the slump was reading one of Colorless's works. Isn't that ironic? I read it myself, lost my confidence in myself, and now I'm here, tormented. Senpai?
あなたは、彼女を恨んでる？
I think it's impossible for me to feel that way. I was the one who self-destructed in the end. In fact, I'm grateful he created such wonderful pieces for the world to enjoy. Someday I want to write some that surpasses his works. I want to just get to his level, I want to eclipse it and write something better. That's what I think right now. Sorry, I think I talked too
う
much.
ん。いいと思う。
But yeah, this is pretty much confirmation. He referred to Colorless as a he, and she immediately was like, "Oh, they do hate her." Senpai? For some reason, Senpai takes my hand.
私、やっぱりあなたのことが欲しい。
Excuse me?
ずっと、私のそばにいて欲しい。
What do you mean by that?
そのままの意味だけれど。
What I just heard. Does that mean that? I feel my cheeks burning up. I can't look straight at her face. This girl's so beautiful when she's acting normal. If a person like her stares at me this close, I'm going to get flustered. But if I look away, I'm going to end up looking at... So big. My eyes are drawn to her
気になる
breasts.
の。
Huh? What are you talking about?
私の胸を見つめていたから。
She noticed! Oh, no shit! But I'm a guy! What else would you expect?
触りたいの？
No.
触りたくないの？
Well, I'd love to touch him, but if I do, I'll definitely regret it later. I'll feel bad for Senpai and feel guilty.
気になる。
About what?
トシキが私の胸を触った後の反応。
Oh no. What? Yukisaki? She takes my hand and puts it on her.
ああ、ごめん。勢い余ってそっちに行っちゃった。
Yeah, right. I'm sure you did it on purpose. Isa's on the other side of the pool and Yumemi is trying to look away as if she doesn't know anything.
それで、お二人はどんな話をしているのかなって。
You know, just a lot
ト
of...
シキが私の胸に興味があったみたいだから、触らせてあげようとしてたところ。
へえ、そうなんだ。
Don't you look at me like that.
お兄ちゃん最低。
あら、鏡くんも男の子なのね。
When did Tsukimizaki get here? Can he at least hear my side of the story? I tried to convince them for a long time, and in the end, they seemed to believe me. Thus, summer vacation marched onward, and many more things happened. Spent some time with Yuma and the boys. Tried to celebrate Yumemi's birthday, but she was busy with work, so we couldn't celebrate it. Argued several times with Tsukimizaki and Sayorite. Well, Ayase, about Ayasa these does. I mean, it is Ayase still. It's just... And after that, summer came to a close and autumn arrived. It's the first homeroom of the new semester, but this time Shion is standing on the podium instead of Hime.
ではこれから学園祭での出し物についての会議を始めます。意見がある方は手を挙げてください。
She's on the podium right now because she's the class president. Our first class, Hime asked us if anyone wanted to do it, but no one volunteered. Therefore, it was going to be decided randomly. But at that moment, Shion stood up and said, "I'll do it," and that's how we ended up here. When I asked her why she applied, she told me,
私はやってもやらなくてもどっちでもよかったのですわ。ただクラス委員長をやりたくない人がやることになった場合、心苦しいと思ったのです。それだけですわ。変な勘繰りはしないでくださいまし。
well, so she told me. I guess she's a complex person after all. And while that part of her may be attractive, it would be nice if she were this kind to me.
田上俊樹、あなたの意見を聞かせてちょうだい。
I didn't even raise my hand.
仕方ないでしょう。誰も手を挙げないのですから。
Even if that's the case, why suddenly drop that question on me like that? Maybe that she likes me.
変な想像をしないでもらえますか。
Can you stop reading my thoughts?
ともあれ、一つぐらいは提案をしてくださいな。
What if we make an elegant cafe where all the staff has black hair?
却下ですわ。
Without thinking about it, you didn't even hear the details.
名前からして不穏ですもの。
まあまあ、言うだけならただだし話させてあげようよ。
アイサさんがそういうのなら。
Black hair reflects purity. I saw all the girls in the class who have black hair leave it that way while the others put on wigs. And we then take the order. They should always use polite language and have a refined smile to create a subdued atmosphere that all customers can enjoy. For the menu, we can have a normal one like the ones you would find in other cafes. The guys will help with the kitchen and do everything else. What do you think?
却下です。
Why? Some of the boys in the class like my idea, so they nod and agree with me. On the other hand, the girls in the class are divided between those with awkward smiles and those sending hostile glares my way. Which our friend is in the latter.
私から補足すると、今の時代に女子を接客のメインにさせて男受けを狙うと、いろいろとうるさいんだ。
I see.
まったく窮屈な時代になったものだ。
では何か他に意見がある方は。
はい、メイド喫茶が良いかと。
グテイ、話を聞いていましたか。
何を勘違いしているんだい、妹よ。誰が女子だけを接客させると言ったかね。
You don't mean.
男子もメイド服を着て接客でしょう。これぞ平等です。
A ruckus of booze erupts from the boys in the classroom. No shit, who would even want to cross-dress?
まあ聞いてください。何かを成し遂げるためにはそれ相応の対価が必要になるのですよ。つまり女子のメイド服姿を見たいのなら自分もメイド服を着るしかないのだということを。
The boys immediately settle down. Looks like they're weighing their desires and their shame.
いいんじゃないか。一応候補としては残しておこう。
わかりましたわ。では何かはーい。ではアイサさん、あなたならきっとまた
校庭でリアル野球をしたいなと。
Ow.
というわけでこのクラスではたこ焼き屋に決まりました。皆さんよろしくお願いいたしますわ。
The meeting had its twists and turns. At the end, that's the whole class. And at the end, that's what the whole class decided. Shion appears extremely exhausted after all this.
学園祭か。クリエイターの卵が集う学園なんだから展示物とかすごいんだろうね。
The voice acting department will do a play in the auditorium. That's something I want to say.
月見坂さんが？
No, not at all. I haven't even asked her if she'll participate.
それならゆめみちゃんを誘ってみたら？
Oh no, she's a complete shut-in. I don't think she'll come even if I invite her. When we went to the pool, she told me she was trying to return a favor. Well, I'll invite her anyways. We'll see what happens.
私ももっと仲良くなりたいし。
After that day in the pool, it seems that Aisa and Yumemi had become closer. Even if they're both girls, I still feel that Isa's communication skills are incredible. After class, Kimizaka sends me a message by Lime telling me to go to Lika if I had some spare time. Arriving at Lika, I head to Kimizaka's table and sit directly across from
い
her.
いの？用事があるのならそっちを優先してもよかったのよ。
I didn't have anything special planned. Besides, I would refuse if I did have something planned. Lately, she has invited me to the cafe quite a bit, simply to chat and pass the time. Could it be that Kimizaka is starting to have feelings for me?
それもそうね。私が心配するようなことじゃなかったわ。
Or track my thoughts. Yeah, that's absolutely not the case. Looks like you were neck deep in work during summer vacations, Kimizaka.
ええ、収録もそうだけど、DVD 特典の映像のために地方まで撮影に行ったり、ライブのためのダンスと歌のレッスンをしたりで、それはもう有意義な夏休みを過ごしていたわね。
And you found a way to do all your homework despite your schedule. In my case, I was whining the whole time while doing my novelist homework.
私、声優科の課題は免除されているから。
Did I leave you homework for general subjects?
最近の課題って自己採点をするでしょ。とても便利よね。
That's gonna make your exams hell.
なんとかなるわよ。私は月見坂桐葉なのだもの。
Doesn't sound confident. She's really gonna be okay. By the way, what's your class doing for the school festival?
ああ、ホームルームでそんなことも話していたわね。確か甘味どころをやるって言ってたわ。
Very normal.
さあ、どうかしら。何やら注文するときにイベントが起きるらしいわよ。
An event. Her interest is piqued. I'll have to enter her classroom during the festival. Oh yeah, isn't the festival open to the public? Wouldn't it be difficult for you if you're cornered by all your fans?
学園祭は生徒の親族のみだから大丈夫よ。もし外部の人間も入れるようだったら、学園祭当日は学園にいられないわね。
Does that mean she'll be there on the day of the festival? If that's the case, who wants to visit the festival together?
え？
Sorry, didn't say anything. Just forget it.
何を言い出すかと思ったら、仮にあんたと回ったらどんな噂が広まるかわからないでしょうが。
Oh yes, sorry, that complicated. Completely slipped my mind. I don't even know why I told her that in the first place. It was a spontaneous thought and I just blurted it out without thinking. That's it, right? Oh, on another note, I want to talk about Endlove.
何か思いついたの？
Up until now, we tried to interpret Akari's character based solely on the novel itself. But we haven't been able to come to any sort of conclusion. I gave it some thought, and how about we try focusing on the author too? Other writers out there reflect their own experiences in their writing. In other words, maybe we should investigate the author's background.
羽石治。いや、ウイシ先生は何も教えてくれないわよ。
That's why I thought we could find someone who's well acquainted with her and ask her about her school days and personal life.
いい考えだとは思うけど、あの人が自分の人生経験を物語に反映させているとは思えないのよね。
なに二人とも何話してるの？
Hanazaki arrives out of nowhere and sits down next to Kimizaka. Explain what we were talking
どう
about.
だろう。ひーちゃんもそういうのは自分の人生経験に基づいて書いていると思うけどな。
Hee-chan?
説明してなかったっけ？ひーちゃんって私の彩花学園時代の同級生なんだよね。
それを早く言いなさいよ。
だって公私混同は良くないっていつも言われてるし。
私に対してはしてるでしょうが。
だってキリちゃんは放っておけないし。
子供扱いしないでもらえるかしら。
Do you still talk to each other?
時間があった時には友達も含めて集まってるよ。
I'm surprised that we have someone here that has a good relation with Hime-chan. It might be our opportunity. So when Uishi was a student, did she ever have any complicated romantic relationships?
それは人のプライバシーだから教えられないかな。
You're right, I'm
ってい
sorry.
うのは冗談。 そういう恋愛には巻き込まれてなかったよ。もし巻き込まれてたら絶対話さなかったけど。
Really? So end love doesn't come from our own experiences.
でもひーちゃんは誰かに片思いしていたらしいんだよね。
へえ、あの人が。それは気になるわね。
私もあの子かなーって思ってた男子がいたんだけど、ひーちゃんは決してそれが恋だって認めなかった。その男の子はノベル家でね、ひーちゃんのライバルで仲も良かった。私から見てもお似合いだなーって思ってた。で、その子に卒業式間際に告白されたんだよ。
まさに青春の1ページというやつね。
でもひーちゃんはその子を振った。
Why?
私も尋ねたんだけど、今に至るまで理由は教えてくれなかったかな。でも初めて理由を尋ねた時にひーちゃんは寂しそうに言ったんだ。私は私でありたかったんだって。
There is currently no CG, but I want to end part anyways, so I guess we'll have to brute force it. I'll just fucking save here, jump back there, like a 3-second delay on a window capture. 3 seconds was too much. At the very least, I have to time it differently. 3-second delay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Gorgeous. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.